Hi everyone.
We're just talking about how fucking depressing
The weather is.
this country is. It's just pathetic.
No,
really.
it's not just this country, it's everywhere. Faye was telling me about Mallorca. They're going...
Oh my god, have you seen the pictures?
They're going to a wedding there on Thursday. Imagine, you've chosen to do your wedding in Mallorca because you think lovely, lovely. Holiday, holiday. Sunny, sunny.
Why is
Fucking
it
Noah's
ruffled?
Ark.
Babe, by the way...
Oh, is it a snack? Because I'm actually eating like you would... Okay, girls, here it is.
And listen, it arrived.
Just as you were leaving.
And I thought, no, the post thief will not be having that.
Babe, I'm really grateful for you. I can't even tell you. It really does mean a lot, that kind of behaviour.
Of course, I'm not going to let them steal your precious BLT.
Now this...
babe, this is very, very important information.
We've just covered 3 topics in 2 seconds. What's the third?
Volvic touch of water.
Is in Tesco!
Yeah, okay?
Come on! This, girls, is not me, okay?
That is delicious.
Babe, it's your car.
No.
We're in your car. Right, now this is my Nikki Beach outfit. Sunset chic. Oh my god, I'm gonna have all my chebs and tummy out.
That's the front.
That's the front, babe. This is your chevies.
Sorry.
This is your stomach. These are my abs.
Is that
or my
real?
ribs.
With a bic underneath.
I got a bic. Wait there. Never heard it called a bic. I like that. I like that a lot. Guys, FYI as well, I want everyone to know that this is the top that we
Babe,
bought from
you
Barcelona
cannot.
with a little...
I have actually worn it.
Whoa, tiny bic.
That's a really nice cut.
That is nice, but it looks a bit tiny.
No. Your foof will definitely get in there.
I hate it when it makes me look like gammon, like when my body goes through holes
no.
and I look like gammon.
Don't do
Like
that
a
on your face.
look like a rack of gammon.
Yeah, no,
oh,
that's so
rack of gammon. Let's look at the bic top.
The thing is about these PLT swimsuits, obviously they're nice to look at, but like you can't swim in this.
Do you think I'm going to be fucking doing lens at Nikki Beach? We're getting in the pool, am I? Bloody hell, that's skimpy.
Oh, babe.
Goodness gracious me.
What size is that? An 8!
I don't know why I got an 8.
I'd love to know. Yeah, because you have got small
But I've
boobs.
got tiny boobs.
I know it'll fit.
Get strippers tits in my face,
listen, I actually would wear it like that.
Oh, just on the nip.
Babe, that's actually really nice.
Do you want to buy one now?
Yeah.
It was only about 2p. Fast fash. Sorry about me. Sorry, Molly May.
Wait,
Fast
sorry,
fash.
I want to find that right now.
Do you not like this then?
No, that colour goes better with the ones that you've ordered. Well done, babe, that was a good order.
I wasn't meant
we'll
to
probably
buy
have to cut
new
this
things.
anyway because hashtag fast fashion.
Hashtag fast fashion, hashtag babe, we hashtag
Is it this?
influence everything, yeah. We hashtag influence
Everyone
nothing but fast
said that
fashion.
they buy Superdry now because of us. Oh, the only thing is, like, is that gonna hold me in? I've actually got quite big boobs, that's not really gonna work.
Depends, because actually, if you're going on a holiday with Raw / fam and you're just lying there to tan, yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't wear it on your beach day when you're bloody pedaloing or whatever you do. Do you know what I mean?
Also, I have just ordered 2 really expensive bikinis, so actually maybe I shouldn't buy this.
No, you shouldn't, babe. You don't need to buy any more bikinis.
I
You've got
have a
plenty of
bikini
bikinis.
addiction.
No, you've got a seeing someone have something and buying it addiction.
No, that's not true. The problem is, when I go abroad and I find like a local brand that I like, I think I'll never be able to buy this ever again. I have to have every single colour in every
You
single
don't have to
style.
have every single colour and every single style, let me tell you that for free. But I was basically complaining to my cousin about, she knows this, we've spoken about it, love you Steph, about how expensive her hen was getting. And she was like, you know, you don't have to buy anything new for the outfit themes, but I couldn't help it. And now I've done that.
Also, you kind of do, because if the theme is Nikki Beach Sunset, then the theme is Nikki Beach Sunset.
Do you know what I mean?
You
Like,
hit the brief. Well
what
done.
am I to wear if not this? I think it's perfect. I have nothing like this.
The only thing is that the bikini might sit at a funny shape.
With a triangle top.
So you have to try it. If it doesn't
Okay,
fit in the
then
same
it's not
shape,
going to
then
look
it'll
good.
like...
I accidentally just bought these too. I accidentally have got no money, but I accidentally just bought these, and I want them in every single colour. I just need to check the size. They have them. I know they have them in seersucker as well, but they don't had extra small. And they've also got a darker blue with a white stripe.
Small would fit me.
Uniqlo normally come up
I think you
big.
could get a small.
No, because I hate them being tight on my thighs. No one makes clothes for girls with thighs.
Okay, babe, talk about body dysmorphia. Your if you want to talk about, babe, your thigh is not the size
It
of
is,
my
look.
fucking torso.
Look.
No, babe.
Look, babe.
Are you on crack fucking K?
Yeah, like a bit of space.
You're unwell. You are unwell. You've got this fixed thigh narrative, and you think that you're fucking. Are you actually stupid?
Babe, last time you did this, I put them on and they didn't fit my head.
I'm sorry. That is. I don't want them tight on my
I hate
thighs.
tight on my thigh.
You need help.
Blep. Tight on my thigh makes me go like this. Blep. Tight on my thigh. Get the top of my thigh.
Guys, you should have seen us yesterday.
What are we going to eat at Taste of London, sorry?
Everything.
Maybe it's like a mac and cheese or like a...
I hope it's free.
It won't be.
Oh, that's what the company's for.
Getting in will be free and drinking all the rosé will be free.
No, Taste of Provence and brie and stuff might be free.
Oh, they might do a little
Cheese
charcuterie.
tasting,
That would be the bestest. Did you bring that book? Guys,
Finally.
the cliffhanger ends.
We were talking about episode 12 and she was like, just should be that book.
We don't need a finale when you're just going to tell us what personality
These
colours
girls
we are. Will you best enlighten us?
This book is called Surrounded by Idiots. We're not being paid to say this, but as I get older, I realise what I like to read, and it's purely information.
You hate fiction.
I hate fiction. I'm listening to this incredibly depressing book.
Also, sorry, I just like to say I'm really impressed that you're reading it, because you do normally only listen.
Yeah, this was on holiday, that's why I had time.
Yes.
I'm listening to this really depressing book called All That Remains by Professor Sue Black, who is basically a forensic anthropologist, and it's about like the process of death. But it's actually really interesting because like when you think about death, you just think like, oh, death, but like understanding death and like the history of how people bury and like, you know, it's fascinating about like
the
what is
rituals
death in society, like also biologically what actually happens to you, like
God, are you really listening to how the body decays?
Yeah, it's fascinating.
Dark,
about also there's this whole thing at the moment about we basically have literally no grave space in the UK. People are dying so quickly that now there's this whole like ethical question of is it okay to bury when bodies get buried. I think eventually like, after 200 years
you're allowed to put someone on top.
Yeah, but a lot of people have issues with that, or like in some societies, in European societies, after a certain number of hundreds of years the bones would be dug up and be put in like a special, like the bones would just be kept, like obviously you can store bones much more space
compactly.
It's very, very interesting.
Would I be cremated?
I don't know.
I'd like to be buried. Oh, sod that.
Well, also she was saying that the environmental impact of being cremated is so bad. It takes like
the burning
13 gallons of gasoline to burn one body. And then also, I didn't know this, your coffin gets burnt, like it's not just your body, it's the
coffin. I know.
And I don't know.
That's why you just think pick a cardboard box. Did you watch that Stacey Dooley doc on it?
No.
Oh, it was fascinating. She basically like spent some time in a funeral parlour. I know, babe. The girl that did the embalming was freaky. If you've watched it, you'll know. She was this like young girl with like full like lash stennies and nails and everything. And she did the body embalming. She took the bodies and she embalmed them and got them ready to be shown to the families.
I was talking about this with my mum about seeing the body, and I said I actually don't think you should.
Does she want to?
She hasn't yet, because I just said I don't think that she should.
I don't think she should.
Because in this book, Sue Black was saying like when someone's dead, everything that makes them isn't there.
But then some people I have heard find that quite comforting. Some people find it comforting to see the body and to know that, oh, it's not them, like they've left.
Their soul is flown. Yeah.
So maybe for some people it helps.
Do you believe in an afterlife?
Yeah. I don't know what it looks like, but yeah.
I don't think that this is it.
I think this in itself is unfathomable. The fact that we all exist and live all at the same, like people are in Australia right now. Sleeping. I always think that is so magical.
No, I think the thing about Australia is they're sleeping upside down.
They're upside down. Also, are we really floating through space?
On like a big rock.
Learn me that, and you want me to believe that
there's no afterlife. Yeah.
Sorry, 1 and 1 does not make 3.
So interesting about like.
Sorry, for fuck's sake, can you tell us about personalities?
So this man actually, Thomas Erickson, he has trained like hundreds and hundreds of companies how to work with people that they don't understand, especially in a company, I guess like financially. If you have like a lot of analysts who also work with a lot of marketers, like obviously the way that those people think and behave are completely polar opposites. So this book is about categorizing, broadly speaking, people's behavior into 4 colors: red, yellow, green and blue. Okay, and this is it. So the red and the yellow, in my opinion, you're a yellow and I know I'm a red.
Why do you know that?
Because when you read it, you can really easily self-identify what you are.
Fine, okay.
On this spectrum, extrovert, active, implementer, relation oriented, and upwards would be task oriented. So the main difference I actually think often between me and you is that you're people focused and I'm task focused.
Good.
But we're on the same
trajectory,
plane of being implemented.
Right.
And being like active and being like outward.
Got it.
Whereas raw is a classic green. So on this side it's introvert, passive, reserved. Challenging combinations, challenging combinations.
Oh, so red and green, you and raw, challenging.
He doesn't understand, for example, why I have to be go, 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 go. Raw can be quite, oh, he would say this about himself, he has a tendency to be quite whatever and passive. He's very passive.
Laissez-faire.
Yeah, I'm like a doer. Do this, do that, active, implement.
Yeah,
and he's like, oh, whatever, just, you know,
what will be will be.
Exactly.
Let it all fall into place.
So that can be challenging, especially at work. Imagine if you worked with someone who was laissez-faire and you're someone who thinks
do.
Right. Vice versa. Yellows are very, very bad at detail, which I think is true to
That's
you.
me.
Obviously, if you're a blue and your whole focus is the detail, jarring to work with someone that doesn't understand detail.
Yes, and doesn't give a shit about it.
Right. So this whole book is about it's fascinating. You should read this. It's also really
okay. Well, hand it
easy
to me when you're
read.
finished.
I'm done.
Finished.
You can have it.
Oh, great.
Very interesting.
Maybe I'll take it on my hand.
Oh, you definitely need it there.
Imagine me around the pool. You, Vicky, are a blue.
Okay, so I'm going to give you the main traits from reds and yellows purely because I think that we are reds and yellows. But you're usually like a mix. I think I'm like 80% red, 20% yellow. I think you have some green
I think I might be a little bit green.
Yeah, I think
when you
you're
were talking about the passive, I thought.
Yeah, reds. Red people often see themselves as driven, resolute, ambitious, decisive, competitive, independent, prompt, determined, time conscious, persuasive, strong-willed, results-oriented. I think that's me to a T.
Yeah, I think that's you apart from time conscious.
So these are the main things. Can I win something? Everything is about competition with a red.
Yeah, that's you.
Time is money. I don't like wasting time. Time conscious, I don't mean like being late, because that's another thing about reds. A lot of bosses are red. It's
Oh, I see. Time as in like
wasting.
Yes, you don't like to waste time. You're really touchy about that, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's also like reds are so like self-obsessed that they think like when I'm late, I don't think, oh, I feel so bad. I think, well, the world revolves around me, so it's fine. Oh, the meeting will start when I arrive. That's very red behaviour.
Stop.
It's like,
whereas I'd be like so unbelievably concerned for the people I was late for.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even think about myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Reds are self. The sky's the limit, or is it? Like no realistic limits really for a red. Only dead fish go with the flow. So like if you're not achieving and you're not doing, you're a dead fish. Like why would you go with the flow? It's so easy to go with the flow.
You want to go against the grain?
Yes.
Right.
Extremely determined and forceful. Okay, so yellows. Yellows would describe themselves
Quite nervous.
enthusiastic, charming, outgoing, inspiring, optimistic, flexible, open, creative, spontaneous, convincing, easygoing, communicative.
Wow, I really do think all of those things about myself.
Yep. I don't. It's fascinating.
What the hell?
Okay, so the main thing about yellows is they're all about people. The more the merrier. Your friends are my friends. They're focused on creating relationships. That could not be more true of you.
Yeah.
This is the one thing I think that maybe doesn't fit quite right. If there's anything that characterises yellow behaviour, it's unlimited optimism and enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Optimism I don't think is necessarily...
Yeah, you think I'm so pessimistic?
I don't think you're pessimistic, but if you asked me to describe you, one of my top like 5 words wouldn't be optimistic.
Would it not?
It would be like enthusiastic, definitely. Go-getter behaviour. If something bad happens, I don't think, oh, actually that's not true. That's not true.
I think I am quite optimistic.
Yeah, on the bright side.
I think I do find the silver lining.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just not fake.
Yes.
So like,
yes.
My optimism isn't over the top or misjudged. Like it's still quite realistic, I guess. I'm not like hopelessly optimistic.
Yeah, that's true. But no, I think that you are.
I just do try to like find the silver lining, but I just not.
No, that's
true.
true.
No, everything's fine.
No, that's true. Sorry, that was unfair. Yeah,
I think maybe I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's more nuance. My optimism.
Yeah. Okay, this one is so true. With their uncontrollable optimism, they demolish all opposition quite effectively. Who can be upset when there's someone pointing out the good things all the time? You don't have any enemies.
I actually don't think I do have many. My ex-boyfriend might disagree.
Oh, he doesn't.
You don't count, loser.
You won't find anyone more resourceful. Now I look back on things and I think actually maybe my response clouded my version of your response. Do you ever get that?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Like the Saturday night takeaway thing.
Oh yeah.
It's not that you weren't optimistic, but because I was so in the pits about it, I just found the whole thing annoying. But actually,
because actually I was unbelievably optimistic and you hated that.
Yeah.
But that was optimism.
Yeah, I know. So,
but you just forgot.
Because my version of it clouded your optimism.
Yeah.
Seeing opportunities and solutions where others might only see a dead end. That is true.
Yeah, I think that is true actually.
Famous people who exhibit, oh yeah, I forgot to say this about myself. Okay, so famous people who exhibit clear yellow traits: Oprah Winfrey, Robin Williams and Ellen DeGeneres.
Apparently Ellen DeGeneres is a prick.
Yeah, everyone knows that's not apparently, it's for real.
Defamation.
And reds are Steve Jobs, Venus Williams or Margaret Thatcher and Barack Obama. Also, reds are usually like leaders.
Yeah, you give that energy, to be fair. You give energy of like in school, in a school project, you'd be like, I'd be the team captain.
Yeah.
That's your energy.
Yeah. Okay, green behaviour, I think you have some of this.
Okay.
I think I have some yellow in me. I'm not I'm not like a cow, like I do care about people. It's not my primary focus.
Yeah.
In terms of the way I guess I work. I guess I would always go in with a task focus.
Yeah, I get that.
And I think we're opposite in that respect. Okay, so the green person is the most common. So you know a lot of people greens, yeah. Greens often see themselves, this is raw, friendly, calm, reliable, considerate, pleasant, patient, predictable, stable, team player, discreet, thoughtful, good listener. They're naturally friendly. Once they said they'll do something, you can rest assured that it will be done, but it might take them time. They're not like pressed to get it done.
Okay.
You can always count on them. The group always comes first. That's why I think
I think that feels a bit me to me, a bit martyry.
They're not very dogged about themselves.
Yeah.
They're quite, the group comes first.
They're a bit of a team player.
100%. You need greens. If you work in a company with only reds and yellows, nothing will get done because you need someone that understands the needs of the whole group. And then blues, this is Holly, accurate, cautious, correct, detail orientated, logical, methodical, orderly, quality orientated, reflective, systematic, thorough, unassuming.
But she's just so uncautious. That's like the one thing that I would say about her. Like she's way more like, she's like quite ballsy. Like I think she's quite red at work.
Okay. Oh really?
Yeah. But like I hear her on calls and she's so sure of her moral compass or her decision making, or I'll face the consequences when I get there because right now I think it's a good decision.
Okay.
Like she's really not cautious.
Yeah, okay, that's very
like
red.
at all.
That's very red.
Yeah, I think she could be quite red actually.
The main thing was about anger, about how to deliver really bad news
to each person.
Colour. How to give feedback to a red if you dare. That says it all.
Oh god.
Right, so like don't gift wrap things, give examples, be super concise. Don't like wishy-washy all your bullshit. Just tell me what it is.
Yeah. And
like,
you're right, facts.
and like expect backlash from a red. Don't think they're gonna take it lying down. Then for a yellow, how to give feedback to a yellow if you have the patience. Make an agenda and follow it. Give very concrete examples, that's so you. Be aware that his ears might not be connected to his brain, and prepare yourself for a strong defense mechanism, especially the martyr complex.
Oh my god, I have a martyr complex.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so bad. I've got such a martyr complex, guys.
Complementary combinations. Okay, so basically the reds and the yellows are both driven.
This is why I think I might be like 50-50 yellow-green.
Okay, similarly, red and yellow.
I don't know that I'm that driven.
Are you serious?
I don't know that I am.
Babe.
I'm like a tiny bit passive. I'm like, oh, I'll buy the ticket and get on the bus, but I probably won't drive it. Do you know what I mean?
Kind of, but no, because I don't think you would have a dream as big as you do.
I might take shifts. I might
I don't think that's actually, I think that's a disservice to yourself. You can't sit there and say, babe, I know the purpose, what are we doing to get there? And then say I'm not driven.
I was banging on this morning about needing a purpose.
Okay, similarly, red and yellow work smoothly together because they both want to shoot from the hip and move forward. You don't like to stand still and stagnate.
I do like to shoot from the hip.
A team of reds and yellows will set a fast tempo, and while they're clear about what they want, they will motivate those around them to achieve great things.
So funny, but you really need a blue in the mix, don't you?
Yes.
Bit of precision.
Yes.
You can't go shooting from the hip all the time.
100%.
Wow.
Being
Fran's
too
a blue.
talkative. Fran's a blue.
Fran's a blue.
Blues and greens are a suitable combination because they recognise themselves in each other's ability to breathe calmly and think twice before doing something.
I don't even think once.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Stress factors for reds and stress factors for greens. This is what we were talking about the other day about things that cut deep for you and cut deep for me are so different.
So different.
Stress factors for reds. Take every form of authority away. Reds are massive control freaks.
Yeah, you don't like that when authority's taken away from you.
Achieve no results whatsoever. Eliminate any kind of challenge. Waste time and resources and work as inefficiently as possible. Make sure that everything becomes routine. Make stupid mistakes. Give him no control over others. Tell him to regularly calm down or to lower his voice. There's always
you really don't like any of those actually.
Okay. Stress factors for yellows. Pretend he's invisible. Become very skeptical. Structure work as much as possible. Isolate him from the group. Make clear that it's inappropriate to joke at work. Push a yellow to think carefully beforehand. Continuously squabble and fuss about insignificant things. Try a little public humiliation.
Especially the what did it say about
thinking twice?
No, yeah, that does piss me off because I don't. The squabble about something.
Oh, squabble about insignificant things.
Yeah, that gets me.
Like, give me an example. Oh yeah, okay. And she just like So then the best thing is in here is about how, oh no, I've missed it. Basically,
guys, this is brilliant. You don't even need to read the book.
Yeah, no, you don't need to read the book now, I've done this for you. About the difference in how each colour expresses and manifests their anger. Oh, hold on, we didn't do weaknesses. I must tell you your weaknesses and my weaknesses.
I love a weakness.
Me too, that's my favourite thing.
I'm actually more aware of my weaknesses than my strengths.
I don't think this is necessarily correct, but I've heard people speak about people with red behaviour as dictatorial and tyrannical. The born leader reveals his blemished side. Some people say that reds are belligerent, arrogant and egotistical.
Okay.
They can be perceived as, I know this about myself, they are perceived as unyielding, impatient, aggressive and controlling. I know, at my worst, that is me.
Yeah.
100%. Just the fiery temper.
Yes.
Yellows. People will say that yellows are selfish, superficial and overly self-confident. Some will say, well, they will talk too much and are bad listeners.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I'm quite a good listener.
No, babe, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. About the big stuff, yeah. But sometimes, like, I say things.
No! I'm not having the Harry Potter again!
It happens quite a lot.
No.
Yeah. Do you not remember all the girls about my coil? You've asked me that about 4 times, and I do sometimes think it's because you're listening to yourself and not to me. I do it too, by the way. I'm a bad listener. Yeah. All the girls comment, babe, she's told you that 3 times. Do you not remember?
No.
Well, look, go and read back some of our old YouTube comments and like, that's the 3rd time you've asked.
Stop.
I don't care.
Oh my God, I can't believe it. I think I'm just really easily distracted. So
I
yeah,
do it too,
yeah,
by the way. I'm not a
things.
particularly good listener either because I'm on to the next. My mind is on and I'm just like, okay.
Move on.
Yeah. I'm not having a go.
No,
just to
it's
say.
fascinating. I thought I was quite a good listener. How unself-aware of me.
I think in general everyday life, I think maybe you're not the most acute listener.
Oh my God, I can't believe it. I must start listening.
I think that was
I must clear my ears out.
Like even yesterday when Lily was talking about Bumble, I thought, oh God, have we spoken about this? Because I turned off. I completely turned off.
Yeah, we had.
Yeah. Combine that with the observation that they can be distracted and careless.
Yeah, I'm tick.
Suddenly the picture is not as flattering. When a yellow hears these comments, one of 2 things can happen. Either he gets deeply distressed and genuinely hurt, or he sets off a ferocious argument.
Yeah, I do get distressed and deeply hurt quite frequently, I'd say.
Babe, sorry, this is you. On the one hand, he's a bad listener. On the other hand, he does have what some psychologists might call a selective memory.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Yeah. I must find the thing about the anger because that's the most interesting actually. No one is perfect.
I must start listening about your coil.
You can compare glasses of water to how different colours manifest and respond to anger. So like a red's anger short fuse is like the size of a shot glass. Fills up very quickly. It's very easy to piss a red off and they explode and it pours and then like it's done. Quite easy to clean up. I don't stay angry about things for weeks on end. Once it's done and I've had my explosion, I'm done. A yellow is like a tumbler. Slowly things pile up and you get angry.
Yeah.
And then like it's like boof.
Everywhere.
And it's a bit harder to clean up and it lingers a bit longer.
Yeah.
Would you say that's true?
Yeah.
So I really recommend this, especially like obviously we work together really closely, but if you work with people or you live with people that you find really jarring and you can't understand, do you want this?
It is quite nice to have a kind of, it's like with the relationships thing and the like anxious avoidant, secure avoidant. It just, sometimes it just helps, but it does really help, I think, just to categorize.
100%.
To help you understand
other people.
And yourself.
Yeah.
Also resonating with anything is always helpful. Like that's why I like find it so funny when people like hate the horoscope shit. I'm like, just let it be. Like let people resonate with like whatever they need to resonate with. Do you know what I mean? Like it can help. The problem I have with any of these things is when people then take this
and like live their whole life by it.
Well, like and use it with gospel and be like, you're demonstrating a bit of yellow behaviour there.
Yeah.
Like,
no, but I don't think it's to like categorize. I think it's actually to understand. A lot of the time I think with people in general in life, you feel like you're not speaking the same language. Why don't you understand me? Why don't you get that I feel pissed off about that? Why don't you understand that I feel sad about that?
Why didn't you think that?
So many frustrations that we have with people.
Why was that not obvious to you? That's the one I'm dealing with at the moment.
But it's
all
not
the time.
obvious.
But it's not obvious. Why would it be? We're all different.
Everyone's compass is so different and like the priorities for things. If you're someone that is super relationship focused and all you ever deal with is, you know, you feel sad and a red says to you that's a stupid thing to feel sad about, obviously that's really invalidating.
Yeah.
If you can understand, they just don't see the world the way that I see it and this is how they see it and they don't quantify that as an important thing. It's not to say it's okay. It might help you to not feel like this every time they say something like that, you know? Or like vice versa, if you're a blue and you're really detail orientated and you work with
someone fannying around and being really careless.
I think, why are you behaving like that? That is so fucking jarring.
Yeah.
It's to help us all, I guess, smooth the friction.
Yes. And to just kind of highlight different people's strengths. Different people are going to be good at different things.
Because actually what you say is like, we need a blue around us, because we just like go and we'll do and we'll have all these ideas. I think that about us all the time. We've got all these great ideas and then who's actually making them happen?
No one.
No one. That's what you need a blue for. That's what you need a green for. Everyone plays their own role in a business, in a company, in a house, in a relationship, in a partner, whatever it is.
God, maybe we need to put that in the employment bias.
Must be blue or green. If you work in marketing,
you have a few yellows or a few
yellow,
reds.
few reds. The lack of planning and consideration that goes into our life is quite wild.
It's so stupid. Oh, it's so bad.
Maybe that's what we were talking about today, babe.
Maybe that is it. Maybe that's what we're lacking in our lives.
Is the translation of big to small.
We're like a band that needs a drummer. I feel like that's where we're at.
Good.
I feel like maybe we might be like the front men, women, singing the songs, but at the moment we've got no beat.
Yeah, very good. We do need a blue to go, what is happening on this, on this, on this? What are you doing about this?
Yeah.
Where's the detail?
And how are you executing it? Because
Right.
we execute almost nothing. Have you noticed that?
Yes, I do. I have.
And it's not for want of trying.
We must actually try to do that better. Okay, well that's it.
What a wake-up call we needed this book has given us.
Good, isn't it?
We must find a bass player, a blue bass.
We must. So yeah, highly recommend everyone. If you're looking for a book, it sounds really boring, but it's actually a really easy read.
Also, if you like a non-fiction, then that is a good one, isn't
I have
it?
so many good non-fiction books. You should do Goodreads, babe, because if anyone if anyone wants to know what I'm reading on Goodreads, or what I have read, or what I've rated well, I do have a Goodreads account, so just follow me and you'll see.
Just follow her. She's an influencer.
See what I'm reading.
She's a binfluencer. I was listening to the radio today and they were talking about binfluencing. Things that you influence, like outside of obviously influencing. And all these people were ringing in being like, I'm a binfluencer, because everyone didn't think that the food bin went out today and I put my food bin out, then everyone put their food bin out, and then the bin men came.
That's funny.
So I'm a binfluencer.
I'm doing my 7-day booty band
Hate
challenge.
this shit. I'm so sorry, I hate it.
Why?
Because I think it's bullshit.
What, to grow a bum in 7 days?
I think it's scientifically impossible, and I think it's stupid.
Listen, I'm not under any illusion that I'm going to get a
No, I know, but I
ginormous hiney
hate in
7 days.
2024 that we're still marketing shit as 7-day booty bun bum.
But I'm just interested to see.
I just don't like the ethos around the quick fix workouts or diets. It makes me feel uncomfortable, especially now as a certified PT.
Oh yes, so
I
good.
just feel a bit like, no, it's not what we should be doing in this day and age.
So baby, you're so excited to be a PT.
Yeah.
Hit
A hitter. I'm so excited to be a hitman. Come to me for your 8-day belly bum blast. How are your booty band workouts?
Well, can I tell you, actually, I fucking snapped one today. I was doing my
thing so
skaters
hard.
so hard it snapped. Oh God. Okay, well there goes
That's
my
that out the
one.
window.
There goes my booty.
Listen, Grace Bev made a fortune off of it, so God love her with her booty bands.
I think she's had a BBL. There is
No, she hasn't. She just trains really hard. And also, obviously, genetically, some people build muscle in certain places, as some people have tits and some people don't. She definitely trains quite hard.
She started with an arse twice the size of mine. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, she had you at the start line.
Yeah. No, but I want to talk about your hip.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to hear. I mean, to be honest, I haven't said this to them, but I'm not pushing because I can't really start until I get back. Also, I'm teaching loads at the moment, so I'm just kind of trying to ease myself in and see what they say, but I am very excited to start. I can't wait. I was on the bike today and I thought, oh my God, my body is so sore and tired.
I imagine when you don't have to do
I
that
would
anymore.
do anything to demonstrate one squat and move on with my life. Heaven on earth, that is. Girls, I feel like I must talk about this and I don't know how to, because every time I talk about treatments that we get done, everyone tells me I'm a bad influence. I went to therapy yesterday.
She means therapy clinic.
Therapy clinic, not therapy for my mental health, but that's on the to-do list. I didn't really know what treatment I was going to get. Anyway, I ended up getting Profilo because I was #influenced by Vogue and Joanne, and I'm so cross at them for not telling me the pain that I would have to endure. for?
To be honest with you, they're not going to tell you the pain because most of those procedures are quite painful.
There's pain and then there's pain. I would honestly say don't get it done until you're old and you really need it.
I think that with most things though, you don't need it.
You don't need it.
Lots of dermatologists are saying this about like young children using active ingredients on their young skin
that
when
you
their
just
skin
don't
is still
need,
developing
and
actually
making it worse.
Yeah.
You're meant to have 2 sessions. I honestly don't think I can go for the second one.
No, you have to, sorry. No,
I can't. I have such a high pain threshold. I could have been sick. I could have elbowed the guy in the face, stabbed him with the needle and ran out. Sickening.
I want to do it just to confirm because I have a high pain threshold.
I don't know that you do you?
Yeah.
Why does laser hurt you?
It doesn't hurt, it just burns.
It's just hot. Yeah,
like I just couldn't sleep through it, but like it's not like
This is what I mean, I quite like pain.
I don't feel like I'm gonna die.
Maybe I don't need a therapist, maybe I just need an acupuncturist or a reflexologist.
Can I tell you something mental? Dua Lipa did an interview and she said
With who?
A radio station.
Yeah.
She said I don't have a therapist, I just have an astrologist. I have a personal astrologist.
Was that on Dish? I feel like she said that on Dish.
Oh, quite possibly, yes.
Oh my god, that is hilarious. Yeah, because he was like, you into horoscopes? And she was like, this is how into horoscopes I am. I don't have a therapist, I have an astrologist.
I'm sorry, I am the biggest woo-woo witch of them all.
You are not the biggest woo-woo witch of them all.
Okay, fine, I'm up there on the spectrum. If you want to put me on a level, if a horoscope lady said to me, pay me £100 to read your palm and your tarot cards, I'd pay her £100 in flash.
Yeah.
But even that, for me, sounds a little ridiculous.
The thing is,
if it validates you, it validates
what
you.
is the purpose of it all? Because I think the purpose of it all is for you to try to understand yourself and the world in which you
inhabit it.
Exactly. And if you need a therapist to do that, absolutely brilliant.
If you need an astrologist
If you need an astrologist, most people would choose a therapist because of their credentials, right? But if you don't give a shit about credentials and you just need to hear something and the astrologist says it in a way you like, is it the same thing?
Fascinating.
Fascinating. I don't know the answer, girls, and I don't know what makes you feel good.
I've never spoken to an astrologist. I've obviously done a lot of therapy, so I couldn't make a fair comparison.
I did a lot of work with a lady called Kirsty Gallagher when I worked with Caggie Dunlop on the podcast Saturn Returns.
Yeah.
Kirsty is Famo astrologer, has written a book. To listen to her speak, you're so tired.
I don't know why all of a sudden I've just got so tired.
Are you hungry? I'm so hungry. Yeah, so she is an astrologist and she used to hold these circles and stuff where she would talk about the like type of stuff that you might like to think about and manifest at the time to do with the planets and the moon. And I did find it quite fascinating to like
give me an example.
focus your life like that. She might be like, X is in X position with X and Y. So now might be a good time to have the conversation about that thing you've been thinking about changing. And then you would like journal around it and obviously something would come to you. Really like not specific. Or like specific in the sense of like she might place it in work or in relationships. This is the thing. It's all about you placing the narrative on it. Like you need to place the like context because it's your life. It's just what rings true to you when she speaks about that general thing is what you should action.
Okay, that would drive me nuts.
Really?
Yeah.
No, because something would come to you straight away. If she explained a scenario to you, you would immediately be like, that's that. So when you read a horoscope on the tube and you go, that's relating to that boy I've got a crush on. It's not. They've written it really generically, but that's what it like brings out in you.
Fascinating.
Crazy.
To live your whole life like that.
Yeah.
Like,
well, the moon's in a certain
choices,
place. You best move according.
You best break up with your boyfriend now, not in 2 weeks.
100%.
That's
have that conversation
fair.
right now. At the moment, country music is my therapy. I was thinking about that today.
Why?
I was like, I really just think that's all I need right now is to play a little bit of country and then I just feel very calm.
I think the difference though with therapy is that therapy holds a mirror up to you where that doesn't. It does require you to like figure it out by yourself kind of.
Yeah, like you're kind of like, you know, the captain of your own destiny.
Yeah, and I think with therapy it feels sometimes like you're not alone.
Yeah, and someone's kind of holding you,
in the boat. Yeah,
holding your hand through it.
Yeah.
I would love to watch like a reality TV show of people becoming therapists.
My stepmom's doing it.
Is she?
She's becoming a psychotherapist. It's the most hardcore
Oh
thing.
no, it's hardcore. I knew a guy once through a friend of a friend. He was telling me all about it and it is ridiculous.
It's crazy.
Because you have to do all the therapy yourself. Like you have to go through it all.
You have to be in therapy.
Yeah.
Also,
the whole time.
No, but for the whole of your career. You cannot be a practicing psychotherapist.
And not have a therapist.
Unless you are in therapy. Obviously, because like think about all the things that you absorb from your clients.
Wild. I know you hate fiction, but you have to read The Silent Patient.
I will. No, I will read that.
Oh my god.
I like
or
this
maybe listen to it.
Sorry.
What?
On the point of listening, in my All That Remains book, she was saying, the death book.
Oh yeah.
She was saying that it is very well documented that hearing, your sense of sound, is the last to go when you die. And that's why they always say, like, if someone's in a coma, speak to them, sing to them, play music. Because, like, there are so many studies that that part of the brain is really active even when someone's in a coma.
Wow.
When you die, make sure that the last words that you, like, speak to someone are really kind. It's really fascinating.
Babe, I don't know how you're reading it. It makes me feel prangy you just talking about
No,
it.
because she talks about death, like, I think we all have this thing about death. I'm terrified of death. I was talking about this in therapy yesterday, actually. Why Mike's passing has had such a profound impact on me. I've always had this fear of early death my whole life. I don't know, I said to him, obviously it's sad when old people die, but it's not that sad, because they've lived a life.
Yeah, they've lived an amazing life, and it's their time.
Right, but the idea of having, like, something just snatched away from you in an instant is so deeply terrifying to me that, like, you didn't get to, like, live your whole life. Why did I start talking about this?
Because you were talking about the book.
Because she talks
And
about
hearing.
it, about how, like, we only talk about death in this, like, really negative way, like,
Yeah.
think of all the language that's associated and, like, the black and the
Yeah.
it's all so negative, and she's just talking about it actually in quite a factual way,
Yeah.
which does help you to sort of reframe it.
Well, also, like, even what I was saying, like, last week about Jess, I've never heard anyone speak about death like that, especially with someone. Actually, I have. I do know a girl that lost her mum, and she speaks about her in such, like, presence and fondness and memory, and, like, she always includes her in conversation so easily and effortlessly. But Jess was exactly the same about her mum, and I find it so refreshing to not bury that deep down in your grief and in your
100%.
almost like your shame of your grieving, because you feel like you should be moving on. The way that people speak about it as if it's still a part of their life, which it obviously is,
And which it never goes away.
which is an amazing thing. My mum's actually quite like that, because she lost her dad really young.
I was going to ask you, do you remember how old were you when you lost your grandparents?
I never knew my granddad, neither of them.
Really?
No.
Did her father die young?
Yeah, I think because she lost him young, she still speaks about him like
As if he was here.
yeah, and like so actively. And I think that's like a really like beautiful thing. And I think a lot of people feel like they can't do that, or it's too painful to do that. But I actually think if you work through that.
What about your grandmothers?
My mum's still alive. My nan passed away when I was like 16. She was epic, actually, a legend, but she lived to 94.
Oh, then she had a really wonderful life.
She had a great innings.
And that's what I mean about, like, death. It's going to happen to all of us. This idea of having a full life and having a life cut short is so different, I think, the way that people grieve.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's grief is valid, but there are different, like...
100%.
Well, this is the thing as well. You never know how something's going to hit you. Some people grieve for weeks and months over their pets. Do you know what I mean? And they didn't know that that was so important to them as a person or a thing in their life. And then suddenly it is. There's just no rhyme or reason.
It then just kind of dawned on me, like, oh my God, like, my mum's had so many people in her life that died this year. And it's like, you know, when you get to the age where you think, oh God, is this going to be it?
No,
like,
but my dad says that all the time. He goes to more funerals than birthday parties. That is so savage. God love him. What a time to be alive. Poor guy, honestly.
Well, at least he's on his golf tour, everyone. He's feeling a bit chirpier.
Guys, he's on his golf hollybobs, and Mum rang him last night. Yeah, he played a few holes and then he just drove the buggy.
Good. I'm really, really pleased that he's living his life. What else did I have to tell you about?
Do you want me to read your list?
Oh, Simon Cowell. We must talk about Simon Cowell.
We've got to spend the rest of the episode talking about Simon Cowell.
Because we're so obsessed with him.
I thought he came across so... Guys?
This is on Drive Thru Diaries, everyone, by the way.
No defamation to Stephen Bartlett, but I don't like him.
Oh, no defamation.
We had a call with our lawyer today, guys. Before I slag anyone off, I will say no defamation.
No, all you have to say is allegedly. That's why I always say allegedly, because that means, like, I'm not saying it's fact.
Okay, allegedly I don't like Stephen Bartlett. Allegedly.
Allegedly, Stephen Bartlett, you're a total twat. Allegedly.
I actually have never heard that. Allegedly.
I've actually met Stephen Bartlett, allegedly.
I know, you didn't allegedly talk with him.
He is 5'5". He's so small. I thought, where is the rest of you?
Babe,
and
no shaming the short kings.
I'm not shaming him. I'm just saying he's shorter than you think, because he's already short. You think
allegedly he's shorter than you think.
And allegedly he does need to get some veneers.
Babe, allegedly. He's got bad teeth.
It's so bad. He's minted. Why have you not sorted that out? Get yourself on a plane to Turkey. You could even do it at Harley Street. You can afford it.
Get yourself on a plane to Turkey, Steve.
Anyway, why don't you like him?
Allegedly, I find him a very
jarring individual.
Interviewer.
I agree.
Why are you talking about yourself all the time? You bring it back to you.
Nuts!
And I appreciate a bit of like relation, like trying to make someone feel comfortable to speak because you're like resonating with them.
But you're interviewing Simon Cowell. And
It's
you're
not
talking...
about you.
Yeah, that is jarring.
I did think the only reason I liked Simon Cowell's interview was because Stephen Bartlett didn't speak that much. He really didn't speak as much as he normally does. He really let Simon have the space.
Yeah, I don't really listen to Drive Thru CEO that much.
Unless it's someone I listen to Louis Theroux.
Yeah.
If it's someone I'm really interested
Because
in.
at the moment, all he's got is like bullshit neuroscientists and nutrition.
Oh, how to not eat sugar. I get it!
Did you hear what Simon said at the end? What's your
Yeah, stop don't eat sugar.
He's
Shut
right.
up.
He is right. If you
What
wanna
about the
live-
fags, Si? What about the fags?
Oh,
You smoke
yeah.
50 a day? It's the sugar, is it? Shut up.
Do you know that for a fact?
For a fact. Allegedly, he smokes 20 a day, yeah, allegedly. And allegedly, I have heard that from a number of alleged sources.
Got it. So it's quite allegedly realistic.
It's allegedly quite realistic, unless he's recently in this new health kick he's had because he's a spring chicken
when
now.
we went to BGT, he did allegedly leave the room
Alleged
number of
times. And that was to have
An
a
alleged
puff.
cigarette.
It was allegedly a cigarette. Have you ever been to Madame Tussauds?
I didn't even know. Have you?
No.
Should we go?
Yeah.
Should we do that for our final ep?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
it's-
that's how to get a guest in. That's quite genius.
That's genius!
Babe, you're in a taxi lane.
Babe, I'm going left.
Anyway, we love Simon Cowell. We love his work ethic. We love the way he speaks. We love everything.
No entity of okay, well, we're not
Well, we're not contractors or exhibitors.
Great.
Great. Guys, we're so excited. We're going to Taste of London.
Also, sorry, Stephen Bartlett, I don't like your alleged podcast pictures. Why does Simon Cowell look AI generated?
Yeah, why did you AI generate Simon Cowell? That's so bizarre.
Just take a picture of him, you freak.
Ultimate Provence. We're going with Ultimate Provence, and we're going to the Ultimate Provence TP, and we're going to enjoy a rosé. Guys, this is so exciting.
Wait, but is
I
that-
don't think that's the entrance.
I don't
It looked like an exit.
Can you look up on the web?
On the web?
On the web.
Yeah, best look up on the web. Wait here then.
They haven't got any signage. Why have they done that? Stupid.
You wrote actually loads of notes, which I found so interesting. I really liked that you picked up on the bit where he said, you know, if you're complaining
Don't complain.
about certain things in this industry, become an accountant.
Because it's the God's honest truth.
I actually like that, because I think there are hardships that come with this job, but the good outweighs the bad, so don't do it if you don't appreciate the good.
Right.
You don't have to do it.
You don't have to do it.
Don't need the fame and the glory if you don't want it.
If you don't want all the perks, then don't do it. Be an accountant.
Simon Cowell has got no sympathy for you.
Okay, everyone, we will see you on Extra Sauce.
On Extra Sauce in the Taste of Provence, getting Provenced.
What
What are you doing?
I don't understand why.
Okay.
This is so difficult. It's like this fucking screw has conspired against me.
What do you mean? Babe, do you ever steal my jokes, or are they always yours?
What do you mean?
At the hen the other day, I stole your joke. because
Oh yeah, I steal your stuff all the time. Obs.
because the girls had taken a picture of me that I actually did think was a hate crime. And so I made the joke like, that's a fucking hate crime, that
And that's my
picture,
joke.
and that's your joke.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
It's quite like creamy inside here.
Are you still talking about that?
Yeah, I'm talking about the off-wafer. If I'm ill tomorrow, I'll be coming to your door.
Yeah, I steal your jokes all the time. Obs. I just think I'm owed them. They're the best, aren't they?
The red ones are.
I
The
think-
red ones are really good.
I think those are better.
I think they've aged better, the
Sorry.
red ones. I think they're off better. They're better off. You can really taste with the... Sorry. I look like I'm about to do a production of Joseph. Poor, poor Joseph, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, Joe? What you gonna do?
Right, we must get it together, girls.
What's the Technicolour song?
It was red and yellow
And green and orange and blue and violet and magnolia and black.
Did you ever watch The Phantom of the Opera?
Yes.
I hate that show. Why is it so scary?
I hate that show.
Oh, I hate that show.
It's not scary, baby. He's just
The
disfigured.
Phantom of the... And then he swoops her.
Yeah, no, it is a bit rapey actually, the Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah. I sound like I've been smoking for 50 years.
Babe, that's the vaping. I'm not joking. I feel as seriously about vaping as you feel as seriously about condoms. Condoms.
fucked.
No, I'm Bible. I'm Bible real. Do you know how bad it is for you vaping? I would do a lot of things. I would do a lot of extracurricular activities still to this day, but I would not.
Babe, a vape is obviously bad, but it's not as bad as having a child. When you don't want one, that was mean to children, sorry.
Child hater. Child hater.
I am a child hater, because if it's...
Cancel her.
If it's
What does it give you lung cancer? I thought it just gave you like brain aneurysms.
I thought it gave you popcorn lung. Popcorn
the fuck
lungs.
is that?
When your lungs basically stop working because they're so vaped out.
Can I just tell you that sounds really bad?
Can I tell you what sounds really bad?
What?
Syphilis on your face.
He didn't sit on my face. I sat on his.
Have you Sorry. Did you not look at the Victorian pictures I showed you?
Babe, I don't have syphilis. At best, I've got gonorrhea.
He's been shagging around. You don't know what he's
At best,
got.
I've got chlamydia. Poor Joseph. What's the other one? What's a really good tune? There's proper tunes in Joseph.
Is this the one you talk about?
No. But I like this one.
Any Dream Will Do?
I close
My eyes, pull back the curtain.
What I thought.
This one. Okay, go Joseph, you know what they say.
Yeah, good.
Go Joseph, you'll make it someday. Do you know what else I love?
I do think that's the number
Babe,
one
do
song.
you know what else I love?
What?
Close every door.
What's the song?
Close every door to me. Close every door to me.
Phantom of the Opera.
No, from Joseph.
I've never heard that in my life.
Potiphar's really good.
Joseph was taken to Egypt in chains.
No, I hate this.
Until one day she proved to be good. Joseph cried in vain. Please stop,
I hate this actually. I actually have visceral flashbacks to my childhood.
Do you know?
My mum made me watch that every fucking year.
Actually, shove that, guys. We met a woman in Taste of London.
Oh, I have many things to say about her. Well, what she said is what I meant to say.
Yeah, I was gonna say she gave me like hope and validation about my feeling toward Profilo. She said the only more painful thing in her life was not giving birth, but having her labia stitched
up.
That's how painful it is, girls. And I couldn't say that before because women who haven't had babies can't say it's like childbirth, but it was. What did you have to say about the lady, about when she gave birth?
Have you just burped? Because that stinks.
I don't know who you're talking about.
About what she said about marriage, I don't agree.
Oh, I was thinking, I did tell you Al's been in a long-term relationship. It's quite rogue to go for the angle of
I don't believe that long marriages
don't
last.
exist. She basically was saying that she thinks that you should look at marriage. I kind of understand what she's saying in the sense of like
I agree in terms
how
of
viewpoint can help.
relationship, but not marriage. Because I do personally believe that if you're going to marry someone, the vow is till death do
us part. I just think I could understand what she was saying in terms of if forever seems too scary, because I think what she was saying is she'd have given a lot more people a go if she hadn't have thought about forever. So I think she was saying like, oh, if I'd have thought of it in terms of like 10 years, I might have actually dated guys that could have potentially been better for me.
But
She disregarded people because she was like,
I
you're
don't
not
think
forever,
that's a-
you're not the one.
Okay, yeah, maybe that is a social thing, but I also don't think that you should go into every single I mean, maybe as you get older it does become that. Apparently that's a really nice restaurant, Carlotta.
Oh, I'd love to go. Where are we? On the King's Road?
Babe, we're on Marylebone High Street.
Whoa.
How could we be on the King's Road, babe? We were just in Regent's Park 30 seconds ago.
I thought we were in High Street Ken still.
Sorry. And you say you were fucking good listener.
I thought we were in High Street Ken. It's nothing to do with like fucking listening, it's to do with my alcohol consumption.
It's to do with your selective memory.
It's to do with like, oh, it's very nice.
Yeah,
it's
really
very
nice.
trendy. All the girls are out having a fag.
So what, the girls are allowed to have a blend,
But
I'm
you
not
can't
allowed to
vape
blend,
because
babe.
vape's full of shit.
What,
and
and fags are
nicotine's so good for you.
Yeah, sure. No, this thing about marriage, look, I agree. I think people get to an age and think, if I'm not going to marry him, what's the point of dating him?
Yeah, which I think disregards a lot of like Tom, Dick and Harry's that
Yes.
actually could become something.
100%.
Because you don't know someone. You really don't.
I agree.
You kind of know after date one whether they're like good enough on. You almost need them to like pass the first round because there has to be some criteria.
Yeah.
Especially as you get older because you're not fucking about. Like you can't be arsed.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So they've got to hit certain levels and certain bars. Once they've hit that, you need to give people time to get to know them.
Agree. Because also you would hope that people would do the same for you. So
She was saying 10 years, which I actually thought was a long time.
I don't think you need to marry everyone. everyone. That's my point. Is that you
Yeah,
can
she
just
was saying
see
she
as-
thinks she would have had loads of husbands if
you
she'd
can
have
just
looked at
be
it
in
like that.
relationships, lots of different relationships. If you don't feel like that person is the one, then that's fine. But this whole idea of marriage, people are so wedded to the idea of either finding my forever or being single. But it's like there is a really wide spectrum of middle ground between those two things. You
But
don't
is
have-
there? Because you are technically married to Rory.
I mean, yes, but if you are in your
Emotionally.
30s and you have a baby with someone, but you're not married, and then you decide it doesn't work, and then you raise your... You know, like, families are so complex these
Yeah.
days. Like, you know, this idea of a nuclear family when you've been married, it's so often not the case. Like, you could have a baby with someone and be raising him with someone else.
I
or-
kind of think that's what she was saying, though. That she was like, nuclear family doesn't exist, so why bother thinking about marriages forever?
Because I think if you are then going to do marriage, do it properly.
Yeah, you think, like, keep marriage as marriage.
And
like,
just-
marriage is that,
And if
in
you
intention.
don't want to do that, do all the
Yeah,
other
do all the
bits.
other bits. Yeah, I hear
Because
ya.
I really deeply believe in marriage. Maybe I have such a strong view on it because of my parents, but
Yeah.
I do think if you take a vow and you stand
Then
up
how
there,
long have your mum and James been married?
12 years.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that is crazy.
Crazy.
Like, what a lifetime.
Oh no, listen, sorry, I actually highly recommend divorce. Like, I'm as in
Yeah,
it's
in the
not-
right scenario.
Yeah.
divorce
I'm
is
not
essential.
saying staying in 100%.
Yeah.
But I also think, like, to go into a marriage thinking this is only for 10 years is also
Yeah.
because you don't ever do that. You go in with the best intentions.
Yeah, in an ideal world you do. And that intention is to, like, spend a life together.
Yeah, different if obviously then everything falls to shit. To go
Yeah.
in thinking, oh, this 10
I've got a
years.
tap out clause.
Yeah.
They do say, like, oh, it would be nice to have a kind of like renewal where you sit down every 5 years and you like check in to be like, are we both the same people that we were when we were married? If yes, great. If no, what's changed? What do we need to change to facilitate each other now?
Laura and I had that exact conversation on holiday.
On holiday?
Yeah. But like, it wasn't in a bad way. It's just like a fact. We are totally
Different people to when you started going
And I
out.
said to him, I don't mean this in any mean way, but I think if we met each other now, we wouldn't be together. And he was like, yeah, I agree. I don't think we would be. It's the truth.
Is it?
100%, 100. I said this to him. I think that you would find my lifestyle incredibly difficult, which is true because he only accepts it because of our history, and I would find his lifestyle quite boring. So why would I be drawn to him and why would he be drawn to me? It just wouldn't happen. I can emotionally understand Raw because I've got 8 years on me, but to start and try and do that from fresh with him, I don't think I would be bothered to do that because he is really layered. It took me years
To see those layers, yeah.
So I think that is the fact of life. That's actually also kind of the beauty of life. You're not the same person this year than you were last year, than you were
Yeah.
5 years ago,
And also you can grow and change, but grow in like parallel.
And I
or you
think-
can kind of do this.
And
And
I
then
al-
it's hard to get back together.
yes. But even if you do this, I think it's about like just even respecting that
Mm.
and not trying to be like, but you were once that person, why you're not? Because they are not that
Yeah,
person.
and they won't be again, and you shouldn't try and make them that. Especially if their growth is healthy and they enjoy it.
100%.
And they enjoy the growth they've made. If it's different in a sense of like you feel like they're no longer living authentically to themselves, that's different again.
We never finished talking about Simon Cowell.
Oh, tell me more.
No, you
Should I
tell-
tell you what you wrote down?
You speak first.
I loved what Simon Cowell, because we were laughing about how tired I am all the time. I really
About
loved what
sleep.
Simon Cowell said about sleep, about how you can't be creative when you're
I
tired.
agree,
And I
maybe-
really resonate with that.
I thought the same.
Because like, this is real talk now. It did make me think, I've only got a few more months in
Of
me.
spin. She's not. What do you want me
Guys,
to do?
why are you beeping at us? What have we done wrong? Bless this man with his proper
So-
corn popcorn.
I do think that hit's gonna really change that.
I agree, but I did find it interesting that he said that, because for someone that was talking about how hard he worked and how many hours he worked,
Yeah.
to then say like you actually can't think straight and be creative when you're really tired,
Which is 100% true.
it's just interesting. I just really rated, like, I just feel like he is a really powerful man. Like when he walks into a room, you know he's there, and he really didn't come across like that.
I agree.
He didn't speak about his wealth, his position of power, like
In fact, he said that there have been times when I've been wealthy and miserable.
I know.
And that everything isn't about money. You know, the main thing about it is enjoyment and like do something that you actually just love. And that the main criteria is that on a Sunday night you can't wait for Monday to come
I
because of the
know.
life that you're having. And I thought there are so many business people that wouldn't say that.
No.
Stephen asked him, if Eric, your son, asked you, I don't know what I want to do, but I just know I want to do something really good with my life. Like, what's your advice? And Simon said, find something something that you love and become the best at it, and have the patience to wait it out to get to the top.
About like enjoying. If you can find enjoyment in that,
every day.
yeah, then you're winning. Guys, we've got to talk to you about the Jenny leg.
The point is actually that we just want to say is make sure that you vote, because I think what happens is that a lot of people don't want to vote because they don't know what to vote. This sounds so like righteous and irritating, but it's really important to exercise your right to vote.
It is, because also it makes a fucking huge difference.
Huge difference.
Like if everyone who's umming and ahhing takes an hour of their day the day before to read a manifesto or 2 or 4.
And I think also lots of young people have really strong opinions on how this country
Absolutely,
is run.
and good opinions.
It's all well and good to have opinions, but opinions really mean nothing if you don't exercise the right to actually have a voice.
This is the thing, like rightly so, like the younger generation has lost faith, but at the same time, sadly, they're the only people that are affecting legislation. So if you want change to come, it has to come from the party that you're voting for. Even if it's like best of a bad bunch, you got to pick that best. Sorry, I've got something for you to end on.
Go on.
I was listening to Catherine Ryan on Olivia Atwood's podcast.
Oh yeah.
And she was talking about performing and how like basically like adrenaline, basically we're all like pack animals and we're meant to run in a pack. Human beings are like real pack animals, and when you choose to be like a performer or you choose to step out of the pack and face them, your animal brain will create an adrenaline, like a cortisol, that tells you never to do that again. Like, don't do that again, that was so scary, that's not what we do, you don't step out from the pack. That's why like some people like obviously don't do or can't do that kind of profession, because your brain goes,
Performing.
don't do that again, don't do that again, that's really scary, don't do that again. And you've got to like keep doing it like time after time after time until your body basically just goes, well, I won't bother giving you the hormones anymore because you're still doing it.
Really?
Yeah, it's really unnatural.
To perform.
Yeah,
Oh my god, someone commented in this video, I'm going to a wedding this weekend and the dress code is wear what you want.
I saw that, what the fuck.
I mean, that is disgusting.
That is stupid. Wear what you want. Also, you can't mean that.
Also, because what, if I turned up in my trackies, you're going to be happy with that? Stupid.
Stupid. Idiots. Useless to me.
What can we do to get Simon Cowell in the back of this car?
He won't.
Why did he do Stephen Bartlett's podcast?
Because Stephen Bartlett is Stephen Bartlett and he has this power over celebrities.
Even though he's
I reckon he's got nudes on all of them.
Even though he's allegedly a prick.
No, allegedly I've never heard that. Allegedly I just find him annoying. Allegedly I just don't like the way he interviews, and if he ever interviewed me I'd say that to him.
What does Stephen Bartlett have on Simon Cowell that means he's allegedly
Nudes.
got-
I think Stephen Bartlett must have blackmail on all major celebs. He gets more guests than Louis Theroux.
He bums them, I'm sure of it. Allegedly he holds orgies, celebrity orgies.
Allegedly, but yeah, babe, allegedly people aren't sexually even driven anymore. Allegedly he must just have epic stats.
Or like allegedly everyone just fucking bums him even though he's allegedly annoying.
If you could allegedly just stop talking about how your girlfriend and you have to do breathwork workshops to shag each other, it's just so dull.
If Stephen Bartlett came up to you,
No, I would say no, thank you. I'd say I wouldn't spend 2 minutes alone with you, let alone in Downward Dog.
well, that's not true.
Bible, that's true.
I don't think you say that to his face.
Get Stephen Bartlett on the blower. I wouldn't say it to his face whilst I'm a coward. I'd say I'm busy that weekend.
But what she would mean is...
What I would mean is I'd rather pull my eyes out. Allegedly, that's defamation. Stephen Bartlett, Steve, I'm really sorry, I didn't mean that.
Can I also say about this whole defamation
But your
thing?
interviewing does annoy me.
Basically,
allegedly.
our lawyer Jeremy has said basically you have to be careful about what comes out of your mouth, and now we're paranoid.
Because we have
slag everyone
sole
off.
and we have sole responsibility for
Content that we put out in the world.
Who knew it? Who knew
How
that?
annoying is that?
Also, when he broke it down like that, I was like, I can't believe we're asking someone else to take responsibility for what we say.
Well, I don't actually agree. I said that the company in question is still wrong. 'Cause
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
I actually don't. I'm on their side now.
She's on their side, not on our side.
I'm not on our side because I think it's our mouths.
Simon Cowell didn't even sue Sharon Osbourne for defaming him across the internet. If he wanted to, Simon Cowell could have sued Sharon Osbourne for defamation in a major way. She sat there and slagged him off and
What
said...
did she actually say?
She said he's a horrible person, he picks people up, he drops people. Let me get her statement up right now.
The problem is, I think it's probably the truth. Like, I feel like when you're on Simon's team, you're on it, but when you're off it, you must know you're off it. If he is a cock, he's amazing, because how how he came across on that podcast is epic.
Listen, I don't think he's
Father Christmas.
No, and I think if you go and work for him at 21, you best expect to be worked to the ground.
Yeah.
100%. You know, he's squeezing his money out.
He's a
of people.
taskmaster.
100, because he's done it. And I really, I don't know if this sounds bad, but I do really believe still in the power of hard work. You can't really get anywhere in life if you want to do a 9-to-5 easy life. People who make it or succeed in whatever industry have all actually put the hours in.
But this is the other thing, it's like, what is success to you? Because for some people,
100%.
success will be like, I get my 28 days holiday, I earn a good living,
100%.
and I switch off at 5 p.m.
But if you want to be Simon Cowell, you can't do it that way.
Yeah, and not
so,
everyone wants to be Simon Cowell, that's
and
fine.
if you want to go and work for Simon Cowell, you do have to, you know, it's his business and his baby, and I do think that you kind of have to accept that that's the machine that you work for. He did say that, and I do kind of agree.
He said if a young buck comes in and they want to clock off at 5, I'm not going to think very much of them.
I'm not going to bet on you.
We are quite boundaried nowadays, I do think, like even the youth. When I worked in the music industry, I remember my boss like making multiple comments to me because when she was 19 working as an intern, they rinsed her and paid her nothing. They were paying me nothing, and I like implemented certain boundaries because I didn't want it to take over my life. She thought that was a really negative thing. I don't know, maybe it was, but for me it wasn't worth it.
But that's the point.
It's a disrespect, you're not paying me.
But that's the point, is that it's only worth it if it's something, if it is valuable to you, basically.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, the difference, is that I wouldn't work a minute over 5 o'clock for something that I didn't find value in, or
Yes.
like I didn't think was going to give me anything in my
Yeah.
life. But if I wanted to go and work for Psycho and run Psycho in 25 years, I would be there till 10 o'clock every night. Like, if that is your only if that is your definition of success, to climb to the top of whatever ladder, find the thing that you are prepared to put the hours in for.
Imagine if I'd have put my boundary in at 5.
Do you know what I mean?
10:13.
Best go, Joseph.
Go, 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 Joes, if you know what they say. Gotta go.
Bye.
I had quite enough of you. Bye.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you so much.
Love you so much. Happy weekend. Happy Monday. Go, 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 Joseph. I must take my blankie with me. I love the ultimate Provence. Guys, they're going to send us some wine. I'm over the moon. And they said they might sponsor an event. So everyone under 18, you better grow up fast. Okay? Get growing.
Get a fake ID.
Get a fake ID.
Can't say that. Defamation.
Girls, grow. Get your ass broke. And you get, what's that song? And you get in the Henny and the Coke.
369 girls want to drink wine. Tell the man not to waste my time.
The man broke.
The man here joking. Gotta get loose in the Henny and the Coke. Love
Smile
you.
too.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Mwah.
Oh, it's too much gloss. That's why you don't get laid, because you've got too much gloss on. You are horny.
What would you do if I just said
I just say
Babe,
my
you're-
breath's really
you're-
bad. I haven't brushed my
You,
teeth in
babe,
like 3 weeks.
Babe, you don't have to say that. That is the root.
Is it bad?
What's on your nose? Do your mouth breath.
Babe, I haven't brushed my teeth today because of the sink. You'll have to cut that. I've only got blue toothpaste and I don't want to get in the sink.
Why would I have to cut that?
So I don't want people to know I haven't brushed my teeth.
You look like a lady right now.
Like a lady.
You know what you look like?
Whoa, 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 she's a lady.
You know, like a 50-year-old lady who's just come back from like a nice evening picnic in her friend's garden under the parasol.
I look so middle class. It's offensive.
She's driven her
I look like
range.
my mum.
She's just driven her range. She's got her pashmina.
Yeah, I've been to book club.
Yeah.
And we ate al fresco.
With the hair especially, that's really good.
And you wouldn't believe what Henrietta said about her husband. Do you want these earrings back?
No, eventually, yeah, but not
No,
right now.
no, 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 no.
Joseph, get out.
Go, 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 Jules, if you know what they say.
Oh, shite.
That's yours, you silly bitch.
Babe! Okay, I'll have this then, thanks so
Babe,
much.
where's my PLT?
Up my arsehole. Up my fucking fat, pooey arsehole.
Why are you not?
Babe, it's up my...
Where's my PLT?
Babe! I actually...
Babe, it's
I will
not
fuck you
mine. Babe, where's my PLT,
Babe.
real talk? It's in here, is
Don't
it?
touch me.
It's in here. Don't panic yourself.
Get it out.
Babe.
Look what a mess you've made.
What have I done?
What have I done? What have I done? Get out.
Goodbye, my friend. I
Goodbye,
love you.
my lover.
See you Sunday.
Love you.